When people think of climate change, many immediately blame cars, commercial trucks, and sometimes power plants. This does not make them necessarily wrong, but what is not being talked about, and is a large elephant in the room, is our meat consumption. Our meat consumption, as well as factory farming, is the number one contributor to global warming and climate change. Animal agriculture is to blame for about half of the world's emissions. The average American eats about 275 pounds of meat per year. This is equivalent to eating a burger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for every male, female, and child in America. This is comparing it to the global average of 90 pounds a person. This meat has to come from somewhere, so talking about cows, there are about 1.5 billion on this earth. Each one of these cows produce about 65 gallons of methane a day, and this is just from digesting their food. Methane is a very strong greenhouse gas that traps about 25 times more heat in the Earth's atmosphere than carbon dioxide. The factory farms need land to build on to raise their meat, so naturally they look towards deforestation. Deforestation creates animals to be driven out of their habitats and extinction levels to rise. Not only does the removal of the animals directly affect us, but the removal of the trees affect our air quality as well. For one beef patty to be made, it takes around 2,000 gallons of water, while some people in the world are dying of dehydration. And when it comes to feeding these cows, we are so inefficient that with the amount of grains we use to feed these animals, if we use these grains to feed the world hunger would end. With meat agriculture being around 18% of all global emission, the solution is simple. Eating less meat is easy, but people first must care enough to put forth the effort. Here's a simple meal that is 100% vegetarian and also super yummy.